Mr. Reagor, do you have a comment? Mr. Reagor, do you have any comment after the ruling today?
No, not really. Thank you, though.
Thank you.
A lot for Bart Reagor and his attorneys to sift through tonight. A conviction today in the Amarillo federal court, but not on all the charges against him. And it's good to see you again. I'm Brian Mudd.
I'm Lauren Motter. A decision by that federal jury late this afternoon after they reported being deadlocked for the better part of 2 days of deliberations. KMAX Laura Lawhead has more from outside the courthouse in Amarillo.
Yeah, Lauren and Brian, Bart Reagor has been found guilty of 1 count of making false statements to a bank and not guilty on 2 counts of bank fraud. The verdict came in at exactly 3:46 this afternoon, and there was an audible gasp in the courtroom from Reagor's family when it was announced that Reagor was not guilty of bank fraud. Now here's a look at Reagor leaving the courtroom right after that verdict was announced. We asked him for comment as he left, but he said he had no comment at this time. The judge said Reagor is allowed to remain free until his sentencing because he is not a danger to the community or a flight risk because he has cooperated with them and forfeited his passport. After the verdict, the defense did try another motion for acquittal, but they were denied. For most of today, the jury was still deadlocked. They started deliberations a little after 10 a.m. and at around 2 this afternoon, they told the judge they just couldn't reach a unanimous decision. The defense then asked for a motion for a mistrial, but the judge instead asked the jury to continue their deliberation, later resulting in this verdict this afternoon. Now, I'd like to point out it took more time for jury deliberation than for the entire presentation of evidence and arguments from opening to closing. Sentencing will happen sometime in the next few weeks, and the maximum penalty for making false statements to a bank is 30 years in prison. Now, we asked the prosecution for comment on this case too, but they said not today.